何？お前はもう死んでいる。
Ahoy lads, welcome to another story with the captain. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you came back around to see another one of my videos. Really appreciate it. Yeah, starting YouTube is very takes a while to get the ball rolling, you know what I mean? So I'm glad you're here. Chill out, man. Alright, you deserve it, you earned it. I'm trying something different with this video. I have some relaxing lofi music playing, as you've heard. I don't know what I think of it. I think it's an improvement. Let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate some feedback. I'm looking at you, Chubbs. I'm looking at you, Jeffro. I'm looking at you, Nugget. I'm forgetting someone, but I'm looking at you too. Don't worry. Anyways, today I'm telling a story. An important story that really changed me as a person, as a character, throughout my life. Taught me a very large lesson. And that is removing my first toxic friend from my life. Really the only toxic friend I've ever had. But I'm glad he's gone. I'm glad I wisened up, I matured, and he's out. Alright, so Pete, it's not his real name, but Pete, because Disney Pete smokes a cigar all the time. And that reminds me of this guy very much, so you'll find out later. Also, he's kind of built like Pete. Anyways, I've known this guy since like elementary school. We were friends since elementary school. And there were several warning signs in elementary school. Such as, he used to steal all the time in elementary school. From not just other people, but from me as well. And I was a kid, so like I didn't know right from wrong. I knew stealing was wrong. I knew he took something from me. That's bad, but like I didn't know that it was like really bad, right? Someone stole from me now, like I wouldn't talk to them anymore. They'd be out of my life, right? So yeah, big warning sign. Anyways, I've been friends with him all my life, middle school, but high school is when it really started to get bad. Because high school is when he started to get hooked on drugs, especially weed. Hooked on nicotine as well. Because the problem with this guy is that he wanted to fit in way too much. And what all the cool people do? Smoking dope. You know, the jewels, nicotine. Everybody's on something in my town. Think about my town. Everybody's got their fix, man. Can't wait to get out of this town. Right. I'm sure you can relate, in a way. I lost my train of thought. Give me a second and we'll get back. What is this? Episode 4 or 5 of my tales, and I'm still not a commentator? Excuse me. Anyways, he wanted to fit in way too much, and that's his problem. That's how he got hooked on dope and stuff. And that's why he was toxic. Okay, because he's hooked all the time, and he wanted me to do it with him all the time. And sometimes you get tired of saying no, right? Before he started getting on dope and nicotine, smoking, he was great to be around. He's so cool, very loyal, right? And with my friends, I value loyalty as one of the highest things. As a person, I look for loyalty a lot, you know. And he was loyal. He's a good friend, and he's good. We had several laughs. We'd always go do stupid stuff. Always go skate together. Skated all the time. It's such a good time. Then he brought over some weed, right? And he's high. And he started to get high every time he saw us. To the point where I've never seen him sober. You know? And granted, Pete was from a very poor area, so he's kind of I forget the word. Oh, something to environment. He's a victim to his environment. His parents smoke dope, you know, and he's surrounded by that. So that's something to keep in mind. But still, you know, drugs are bad, right? Everybody knows that, you know. But yeah, and it would have been cool, or it wasn't cool that he's smoking dope all the time. But then he got my other friend hooked on it. Like, we had a friend group of 3, including myself. And then he got my other buddy hooked on dope. And they were smoking all the time, right? And I was a sober friend. I was the only one who's sober, you know? I still haven't tried it, right? I don't think I ever will try it because I'm just not interested in drugs or alcohol whatsoever. It's very rare in my age, but it's the truth, you know? But yeah, he's toxic. He's got my friend hooked, and he started to be a jerk, right? Started to be a jerk. Um, when I don't know. Just he started to be a jerk. We started butt heads a lot, you know? Some was my fault, some was his fault. Like, I don't know. He's not completely the reason because I can be pretty hard to get along with sometimes. I mean, I fought one of them over something retarded. We're still friends now. Not the other guy. I don't know. It's for another video. It's anime arc. It's a training arc, anime training arc. But yeah, I just got tired of being the sober friend, man. You know, they're always every time they're hanging out, like they're getting high, they're smoking, and I'm like coughing off of their smoke because they smoke inside. I mean, does horrible work to your walls, but shoot, I'm not a stoner. I don't understand. I just got tired of saying no, and you know, he changed. My friend was no longer there. It was Stoner Pete now. Pete was gone, long gone. Pete left in freshman year. Took me a while to figure that out. All right. Then we finally got into one last argument over something stupid once again. We always argue over something stupid, and we keep escalating because nobody wants to back down. If you back down, you're a bitch, right? This is how us men are. But then he brought up my mother into the conversation. This is also for another video, but me and my mother have a very poor relationship. I was kicked out, you know. I have contact with her, but I'll just leave it at that. I really don't enjoy talking about it, to be honest. And it hurt my feelings. It really did hurt my feelings when he brought that up. He said some shit like, excuse me. He said some stuff like, that's why your mother doesn't, you know. And that was just the last straw. And so I kicked Stoner Pete out of my life. He's gone now. Now I have new friends. I have a new crowd. Right? So everything's good in the end. Everything is good in the end. Good things pass. Bad things pass. You know? But in the end, everything's alright. Everything will always turn out alright. Alright, lads. That's the story for today. I'm glad you tuned in. I'm glad you listened to the whole thing. If you listened to the whole thing, comment in the comment section, ahoy, or Mr. Kitty, whatever's to your liking. But I'm glad you watched all the way through. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow in my shout out video. Peace.